Hi, it's Jill with Apostrophe S. Today I'm really excited to show you our felted forest Christmas trees. These are awesome. They come in a set of 3. They make terrific decorations or even gifts if you want to use them as gifts. Now let me show you what comes in the kit. You get all of the felt for all of the trees, all of the wood bases, pins, the stars for the top, the glue, and then of course you get these styrofoam bases. What you're going to need from home is a hot glue gun, just kind of as a backup. Even though it's got the tacky glue, this is really good to use for gluing the base to the styrofoam. It works a little bit better than the tacky glue. Now the bases all have numbers on them, so I wanted to show you these. The largest tree is number 1, then 2, then 3 is the smallest tree. And these refer to the rows of felt that you're going to put on each one. So like for the largest tree, there's 10 rows of felt. So that kind of helps you plan how to set them so that you don't run out of the felt. The smallest one that I'm going to show you today has 5 rows. Okay, so when all of the wood pieces come, they are like this. And you can see that they are all numbered. They say 3A, and then these are 3B, 3C. Whoops, I left the 3Ds over here. They're right here. And then the 3E is the biggest one. Now I want to show you on this base that it goes A, B, C, D, and then E is the biggest one. That's the one that you hot glue to the base so that it holds the tree together. Okay? And then the stars are also numbered, so you know that this star is number 3 for that size tree. Okay, so let me start with the little boughs of the tree so that you see how to put these together. Now as I said, this small one has 5 rows. So what I've done is I've taken 5 felt leaves for the boughs, and I start with the top one and I put it in the top, not quite in the center, so that it's like that. And then I just start putting the next bough into the tree so that the one above it covers the pin. And I work all the way down the tree. Whoops, that one needs to be just a little bit higher. And I graduate from dark to light. Oops, to take it all the way down the length of the tree. So it sticks off a little bit on the end, and you kind of have an idea for placement. And then you can go back and dip them in the glue. I've put a little bit of the tacky glue on the plate, and then put it into the tree. Now when you're all done with these, if this top one sticks up, you can kind of smush this corner piece of the cone in with your thumb so that it lies a little flatter, and you can put a daub of hot glue up in there and then fold it down. That's what we've done with these so that they stay down, and you can see that they kind of overlap each other on the top. Okay, so once you get all of your boughs put on your tree like that, I'm going to show you what to do with the base. Now you've got 3 little dowels, obviously small, medium, and large. I'm going to take this small one, and what I'm going to do is, let's see, that 3E disc was the one for the base. I kind of center it on my tree, and then I stick the dowel in it so that I know where the center of that tree is going to be and where that's going to go. Okay? Then I pull all of these discs together again, and I start with this largest one, which is E, that will go up against the tree. And you can push them up pretty high, and then I go D. I take them in descending order. D. And then, if you'd like, you can use either a little bit of the tacky glue and put some around here, or the hot glue before putting on your next set of circles. And you don't want them too close to the center because you want these to be able to move even though you want them glued together. It kind of just gives it some strength. And then I put B on, and then A, like that. And then I push it down. Actually, before I push it down, make sure that that one gets glued together. And then you can kind of push it down like so. And then you can see that I was practicing, I put some hot glue around the bottom to kind of seal that dowel. Okay, and then you can put some right there around that bottom to seal it. And then you put the glue around the top, that once you've got all of the felt on here, then you can slide it down through that hole and it'll go flush against your tree base. Okay, so it's pretty straightforward, pretty simple. And then the very last thing that you do is you take your little stars, and again, take the tacky glue, and I would just put, I'm leaving this on, but I would just put a little tacky glue, just a teeny bit, right there, so that when you slide these two pieces of the stars together, that tacky glue will dry. And then you take one of the little teeny dowels, and you put this little guy right down through the top of your tree and slide the star on top. Like that, and put him in the tree and put some glue on there. So when you're done, as I mentioned, that's what the trees look like. This one's striped, this one's variegated, whichever look you want, but at least you get the rows for each size of tree. So there you go. Felted Forest from Apostrophe S. Make it yours.